I got gold around my neck, that shit'll make you blink.
YouTube, what is up? What's good, you guys? It's the Boul. Hey, shout out to the Boul Nation. Hope you're feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Back here with another tech video. You know, I haven't done one of these in a minute, but since I've been looking for work the past few months, I have come across maybe similar requirements for pretty much all the jobs I've been, looking at. So I have a list of pretty much 5 skills, and actually one of them or 2 of them are certificates. Yep. So let's get to the list. Number 1, and this is pretty much one that I've seen probably the most, and that is Linux. So for those that don't know, Linux is a operating system just like Windows and Mac, but it is definitely used a lot in like the IT space with like system admin, system engineer, DevOps, pretty much like a lot of those are like use Linux. And honestly, like, it really surprised me because like I know I have like a pretty Windows background. And honestly, like, it's not really too different, but it's still like I was kind of surprised that kind of like pretty much almost everything was like Linux. Like Linux was like literally like at the top was like Linux. So that's definitely a skill that you will definitely want to learn. In addition to obviously a lot of people use Windows and Macs already, so you're pretty much familiar with the operating system. But Linux is definitely a good one to have. Also, I know they got like a certificate too, so you can get that in your spare time. So number 1, Linux. Number 2, we got Java and Python. Obviously, so many places are looking for software engineers ought to be like it is see a slither of any programming or any software engineering experience. They're coming for you. So, and I see so much Java or Python or even like Bash scripting. Bash scripting is kind of more like the Linux. Bash scripting is kind of like PowerShell to Windows essentially. So, but I've seen a whole bunch of Java and Python, which are pretty much like the more like well-known languages that people primarily use the most. I know like some other ones had like some other jobs had like C# or C++, but if you know some Java or Python or both, you're in there. So number 2 is Java, Python. Number 3 is AWS and Azure. So these are the 2 biggest cloud platforms. However, I've seen way more AWS than Azure, which doesn't surprise me because AWS has pretty much been like everywhere. And honestly, like I see like a lot of times hand in hand, I see like Linux, AWS, and then like some like the AWS like services that they have. So you see like I see S3 a lot. I'm trying to remember what like it's hard to eat like elasticity. It was one of those things, but like AWS is like kind of like the second one that I was like seeing, like it was like Linux, AWS, and it's like Java or whatever. So getting that knowledge, and also getting like I think like the cloud practitioner. There you go, Nate. Getting that certification is definitely be key because that's kind of like the baseline, like entry level one that they kind of get you exposed to everything. It's kind of like a general knowledge. So number 3, AWS or Azure. You can get the Azure with like the AZ900. That's kind of like the Azure like general certification. Number 4, we got Docker and Kubernetes. So these 2 are for DevOps. For who I know I said DevOps earlier, so let me explain deeper. So it's kind of like it's pretty much in the name, DevOps. So it's pretty much a good blend / happy medium of software development and IT operations. So pretty much Docker and Kubernetes is pretty much where like you get like tests, you get like test code or test builds. It also helps with automation because in a DevOps role, that's pretty much what you're doing. You're pretty much kind of like bridging like the gap of development, operations, because you pretty much have to have knowledge of code, or how to test code, or possibly do a little coding. But at the same time, how can you like translate that into maybe I don't know, the cloud, or maybe like attended to like how a company, I guess operates, I don't know, whatever services that they got you in for their department. So, and Docker and Kubernetes is kind of like the two popular ones I've seen. Another one that I've seen, I ain't put on here, but I just throw it out there, is the CI/CD pipeline. That pretty much falls in line with Docker Kubernetes, pretty much where you can build, test, automate, all the good stuff. So, number 4 is Docker and Kubernetes. Number 5, I have number 5, I put Security Plus. I kind of heard that more early on while I was looking for work. I really heard much more about like necessity. There you go. Of like, having that, but I mean that's a good one to have. I know a lot of companies, especially like in the defense, like contracting, if you have that on there, that's a big plus. No pun intended. Yeah. Dang. I love it. Oh yeah. So, and then I guess in addition, you got the cloud, the certs you can get. You get the Linux certs. So like just pretty much get like any certification that's kind of like more towards the letter 4, or also like to like Azure. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all. It just pretty much just boosts your resume up. It boosts your experience up. Boosts your kind of like your like likability, or your likability. We could go likability there. So those are pretty much like my 5 things that I've just seen from applying to different positions, or a lot of like recruiters reaching out, talking to them, and because honestly, I've been hearing so many like, hey, do you have Linux experience, or hey, we saw you have a little software engineering. Did you use Java? Did you use Python? We see you do Azure. Have you used AWS in the past? Or we be like, hey, we see you use AWS in the past. What's your experience in that? Like, it's kind of crazy that how like kind of like a good amount of jobs had like the same kind of like qualifications. I'm gonna make another video kind of like I got describing like kind of like things that like I guess recruiters been talking about. Because actually I have a bunch of more, well, a bunch of more. So I have more recruiters to talk to this week. So I can kind of give y'all some insight on that as well. Kind of like what kind of questions they're looking for, or maybe like kind of I guess how to get your pitch, your sales pitch, or kind of like how to explain your experience. Because honestly, for them, like, well, yeah, for them, like, you just gotta know your experience. So, but like I said, I'm gonna dive deeper into that in a different video. But like the video, give a thumbs up, and I will catch y'all next time.